Hair in my mouth, hair in my mouth. Fuck's sake. Hair in my mouth, hair in the nose. Oh, I've left my little neck thing in work. Well, they don't need sheep. Unless I've lobbed it in my bag. Not really gonna need it today. Sun's beating down. Sun's cracking the flags. I've possibly overshot the volume as well. Who knows? I gave it a quick test. I think this morning's a little bit fuzzy. I'll see if I can clean it up when I go home. Sounded alright though. As in, apart from the fuzziness, I think the channels were a bit ball bagged as well. So I'm gonna have to see whether I can just like mix them into a mono. And it's all fun to play with new gadgets and gadgets. It's been a fairly eclectic listening day today. So I've had what's it called? It's the Darkness, but it was the I believe in a thing called the Permission to Land album, and a mix of Queen Omega, bit of reggae, and then ended up with some sort of jazz. It's Morgan James doing a Nina Simone tribute night. Just keep me on my musical toes, and I'm also 3 subs away from 400. Possibly by the time this video goes live as well, I may actually be on a big 400. I had fully expected or assumed that it would be at least a year to hit 5, but I've kind of been sort of slowly accelerating, and I think it's because I've littered the internet with shit. I've done like I think 200 videos at this point. So people don't tend to subscribe like to the video I've just put up. It's usually like a video or so behind. Little no nod Nancy's and there's rock. I just wish I was cool enough to pull off a graphically designed helmet with all the fancy bits on. To be fair, I think those Rorks, they just look too big. I don't know if it's the shell sizes or what, but it looks like a bobblehead. There's a massive helmet on. Well, I don't know what's going on here, so I'll just try and sneak in front of the bus. Smokers. Disgusting. That's probably one of the worst things about the summertime and being a biker, is because people have their car windows open and they just got cigarettes just turning out. It's disgusting. Do you know, I once bought a TV off a second-hand TV off a house of smokers, and I had to strip and clean the entire TV down to the circuit boards and all the air filters and everything just to be able to get rid of the stench. There's a big old rear projection TV, so they have like fans and all sorts of stuff in them. 50 odd inch it was, gorgeous. Right, let's see what we can do here. There we go. I've sighted the path. What's he doing? He's being a bell end is what he's doing. Oh. Normally, if you're by the bus stop when the lights turn green, you'll get through. Might be slightly out of range. Unless he's just walk it through. Just walk it through. Do. I'll do. Oh, sitting in traffic in this heat. Oh, not fun. The mesh is doing nothing. Get moving. We'll get moving in a minute. I'll be up near the front if it wasn't for these minibuses taking up all the friggin' road. Absolute gobshite. Just running reds. Just fucking run reds, boys. I'll catch him. I'll catch him up and do him. There's no escape. There's no escape from the mass crime rate. Well, unless he turns off. Then I'll never find him again. Ugh. Yeah, the only thing about these microphones is they are quite bulky. So if you don't have a huge amount of room in the front of your helmet, they are essentially tickling your lips. At least you know if they're going to come unstuck or not. Because you could just literally hold them in pressure your chin, just like that, and then they're not going to move. But you do end up sounding like you got mental retardation, which is not a good sign. That could get me a sympathy sub. What do you reckon? It'd explain a lot, wouldn't it? It'll explain why that guy is just... What is it about scooters and for some reason that you have a scooter and then protective gear no longer really applies? Like my 125 was like a naked bike, so there was never any question of gear or not. It was always gear. I just wonder why people will actually sacrifice parts of their body. I mean, if they fall off and you're wearing a t-shirt and shorts, you are in for a bad day. I'm hot, but I'm not sweating. I could endure this temperature. I just prefer not to. And as soon as the wind starts picking up, the mesh does its thing. It blows my mind that bicycle helmets aren't mandatory. You can literally pick them up for pennies. Well, a few hundred of them maybe. But the difference it'll make in terms of a traumatic brain injury or not, I don't know. Well, there we go. There's that bus on the right hand side, I think. You can learn to live with an arm that doesn't work properly, but if your brain doesn't work right, you're gonna have a bit of a struggle. Look at Gary Busey. That guy hasn't made sense for years, and that was from a head injury from a bike accident, I believe. I mean, motorbike, not bicycle. Or didn't what's his face? The killer who used to hide bodies under the patio, him and his wife. Oh, I've heard that guy. Oh, what's his name? Fred West. I sort of saw something about him having a personality change after a head injury from a bike accident. The problem is no one thinks it's cool, do they? They think helmets and stuff are for lamos. So no kid's gonna want to do it because they'll look lame. Do you know, that's why I do like, I always say Sam Pilgrim, who does a lot of stunts on bikes. The guy's always got like a helmet on. I think he also he often has knee pads underneath his jeans and like that. So for all the crazy stunts that he's doing when he's jumping all around the place and backflipping, he is a safety advocate. Dominance asserted. Well, that guy still hasn't apologised for accusing me of running a red light. How very dare he? How very dare he? I do not flaunt the rules, apart from give him a quick thumbs up. Well, that's about as far as I go, I think. Oh no. He's turned his wheel. You're gonna give me a... No? I'll just scoot past. I'll do it slow. Cheers, bud. Yeah, I'm nice. As fun as it is to take the piss. You gotta be nice to people that are nice to you. Imagine if I went banker or something like that, shouted car peasant at him as I went past. He's never letting anyone else out, is he? That could be the final straw, and the next thing he's knocking people off left, right, and centre. What is it, right? When I see bikers, I need to go, watch me do a little rev. I just have to give a little rev for the boys. Oh, what the fucking hell. See, that's why I don't jump red lights. Because you end up getting this weird situation where you have to jump or you're not going to get through the next go because everyone's jumping them. You never know, when you jump a red light, there could be also someone who's an amber gambler coming the other way or whatever, or shooting off as soon as he thinks it's gone green, and the next thing, boom. I'll quite happily do the speed limit all day long. That's wrong, by the way. It's wrong. I've looked into getting it fixed, but it's a problem with the Flux ECU capacitor gibberish. It's too expensive for an old bike. They don't do it anymore, so you just have to put up with the fact that it's always wrong. It's always wrong. I mean, like that little manoeuvre there, coming around and weaving in and out a bit, that's all, folks. Going in and out of a bit of traffic. That doesn't really inconvenience anyone. And let's face it, filtering is legal. There is no specific guidelines as long as you're doing it cautiously. What the fuck is this? Ooh, a bit of a Vulcan. Let's quickly get my place of honour at the front where I belong, not this fucking Range Rover in a keep clear box. What a fool. What a fool he is. Do you know what I do like? The hidden feature of the VFR is the underseat warmer or the heated seats. The only problem is they're always on. It's always on heated seats. Innovation from Honda, as per usual. All the bikes out. I'll give you a little nod. He looked at me, but apparently his fucking head doesn't work. Ooh. Oh, still haven't washed my bike. Should probably do it tomorrow. Should probably do it, well, I should have done it on the weekend. I should do a lot of things that I don't do. Ooh, the big question is, where am I going on the weekend? I think I might have to do a trip to Wales. I've not been there for quite a while. Tosspot. Do Welsh people nod? Bet you fucking don't. Welsh are famous for their arrogance. Famous for it. I'm pretty sure it's a Welsh. Did I put my camera on? I don't know. I don't think I did. Maybe. Oh, I think I did. I think I did. I did. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're back. Oh, imagine if I hadn't put my camera on and all those witty one-liners and zingers just went to waste. The world would be crying out. Day ruined. These are the kind of things people have been... Oh, is that a nice little Charlie? Charlie? Chopper, even. Someone saw the VFR and thought, do you know what? Fuck these bikes behind me. It's that gorgeous silver Hondo. Maybe, and I'm pretty sure there was a lump in his pants. That could only be an erection. And it wasn't there before he turned around. Ah, what a glorious sunny day. Ah, so good. Imagine being stuck in a car right now, sitting in traffic in this heat if you've got aircon. And even then you'll be killing the planet with your aircon, which probably does. I'm assuming, I've not tested it, but I'm assuming aircon is more polluting than a bike. You can quote me on that. The question is, will the weather hold? Will it hold or will it turn to rain and crap? Oh, what am I doing? I should be putting my motorbike aircon on. Ow, my eyes, ow, ow, my eyes. That wasn't a good idea. I'm tempted to redo the sewing patch in my flip-flop helmet. Like, the sewing is, the stitching is perfect. It's perfection. It is a masterclass work of sheer efficiency. But I was thinking, I might put one of the magnets underneath as well. Oh god, no, I'm there. Knowing my look, I'd attach it the wrong way around. I'd push the microphone away. But just for that added sort of stability. Though I could also add a separate Velcro patch in the mouth bit, so I could just change location. I can transform the mic location as I transform the helmet. Ah, fucking pleh! In my eyes again. Right, I gotta put this visor down. Unreal. Oh, there. I suppose that's what you get for having the visor up on the country back roads. This counts. Check out the sexy in the mirror. This road's a nightmare. Too busy looking at that sexy VFR. Do you think I should make a load of Jimmy Savile badges, Jim Fix-It badges, and some Jimmy Savile haircuts, and just come out at night and just dress them all up like child predators, so the kids can learn to fear as well? Fucking every time, right in the nuts, right in the kahunas. There's always a fire. Always a fire. I'm really interested to see how this phone works out. I'll be able to transform the way the videos sound. Let's be honest, there's not a huge amount I can do to improve the content. But at least it can sound good when I'm saying stupid shit. It will be the highest quality, most cinematic rivel you have ever seen and heard. I might do a little walkthrough of my... Once I've got it to my satisfaction, I'll do a little walk round... Won't walk, I'll be sat at it. Shut up, stay on track. I'll do a little sort of overview on my gear in terms of what I record with settings, phone and editing software, mainly because I knew nothing when I started doing this. Nothing apart from I had a Drift Ghost XL, I think the 1080p one, and I would record and then I would upload. But that's not always the best, because there are large amounts of time that I'm riding, where I'm either doing something completely legal and therefore completely boring, or it's completely boring. And some of the software that I use takes a lot of the effort, more or less, out of trying to cut down the videos. And then in terms of how I get the quality that the quality that I did, I don't know, it probably sounds like shit now, and without getting a huge amount of wind noise. I don't know, it might be helpful for some people, it might not. I might be doing it all wrong. In that case, people can enjoy telling me how to do it correctly, and I won't do it because I'm stubborn like that. And you can watch these videos and you can think, if that absolute mong can get even 1 subscriber, then anyone can do it. And that's essentially what I did. I saw all these monks making videos. I shouldn't say that. You're all good people. Don't hate me. I just saw people making videos, different types, different styles. I know, and people are starting to branch off into their own niches to a certain extent. Some people have done more crash breakdowns. Stormtech's been doing his crash breakdowns. Pudmoto that I watch is starting to go into views. Some people just do ride-outs and camping and big trips and things like that. So it's nice to see people, like, you start off with this, with the moto vlog. Essentially you put the camera on, you start to speak, you chat shit. Oh, no, it's Naki Yard for banner and stuff like that. So people have got their own extra vlog plus, right? Fortunately, I have a vlog and shit, which I think is why I keep looking at drones and stuff like that, because I'm like, well, what else can I do? What's my plus apart from my massive wanger? But everyone starts off at 0, and then when you share your experience on the road, it's going to be different. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's the same, even if you rode the same roads. Routes. Just say routes. The bike could be different. Your style could be different. The things that you focus on can be different. And I can't plug in. Almost called me out when I remembered it, you bastards. You can't plug in a different brain, and I don't have the luxury of owning a load of bikes. Just slow trying to convince my wife to let me buy another one. I'll get there. So the motovlogs for me is just a good experience of living life vicariously. I do a lot of off-roading, which is something I haven't done and I can't really do. Some people ride the faster bikes, where I don't really want to have a compromised riding position. I like to be a bit comfortable, a bit sporty, a little bit comfortable. Maybe if I just put out and say, look, this is what I do, this is my shiz. If you can do it better, you probably can. Why? Well, that's a stupid question. I think it was, I was doom scrolling, is what it was. I was just watching shit video after shit video, and I just suddenly thought to myself, do you know, even my raw, unedited, just long form videos are better than some of this garbage. And maybe it'll be helpful to someone, God knows who, but maybe I am the inspiration we needed all along. I am the friends that we made along the way. I think I'm just fucking rambling at this point. I'm rambling because there's a big dribble of sweat slowly working its way down my forehead. I may as well put a visor on it, actually. No, I'm not going to get hit in the face by random bits of weaponized straw. Do you know what? I'm about to do something very, very legal, so like and subscribe!